lot of people write off Duck Hunt, and I really don't blame them because you almost never see the character in tournament. Most people peg Duck Hunt for low tier. ESAM even put Duck Hunt in his bottom 3, along with Ganondorf and Jigglypuff. Well, I'm here today to tell you that that is a load of crap. Despite very little representation, Duck Hunt actually has results that are comparable to characters that are considered mid or even high tier. Japanese Duck Hunt maids Brood, U3, and Raito have been carrying Duck Hunt's results, able to reach top 8 consistently in a stacked region. Duck Hunt has been considered a good character in Japan for a while now, and it looks like the states are finally starting to warm up to the duo as well. So, why is Duck Hunt not awful? Well, Trick Shot, his neutral B, which I'll refer to as the can in this video, is a big reason why. Just having a can on the stage opens up so many options for Duck Hunt, the most basic of which are throw combos. Just throwing the opponent into the can deals very good damage, the type of damage you usually don't see zoners get off of a grab. Once your opponent's at very high percent, the can also gives the option for Duck Hunt to kill off of a grab. Just having a can on the stage limits your opponent's options in neutral. The can takes away certain approaches, and also takes away very specific options your opponent might want to go for. Think of the can as not only a powerful projectile, but a sort of wall that your opponent needs to maneuver around. The can is also very powerful when your opponent is at a disadvantage, such as when they're trying to recover. The can can make it very difficult for your opponent to make it back to the stage. If they're on the ledge, Duck Hunt can actually trap the opponent using the can in many different ways. This gives Duck Hunt a real sense of corner pressure. If the opponent's stuck in the corner and has to shield, Duck Hunt can actually grab them while they are in shield stun, thanks to the can. Not something that a lot of characters can say they can do. The can can also help out Duck Hunt when he's in a disadvantaged position. Its explosion hitbox comes out on frame 1, which means it can let Duck Hunt get out of lots of combos or potential kill situations. The can comes out so fast it can even get Duck Hunt out of multi-hit moves, giving the character pretty great survivability. Moving on, let's talk about Duck Hunt's other specials. Clay Shooting, Duck Hunt's side B, is a pretty laggy projectile, but if it connects it can combo into pretty big damage. It has very high end lag, so it shouldn't be used against very quick opponents who can punish it easily. Generally, this will be Duck Hunt's least used B move projectile in most matchups. Down B, Wild Gunman is an important cog in Duck Hunt's well-oiled machine of spam. It does a lot to help Duck Hunt's neutral game, for example forcing the opponent into shields so that Duck Hunt can grab them. The Gunman can also be used to combo into kill moves at high percent, as well as edgeguard. Gunman is very versatile as it can be used to stop the opponent's projectiles, letting Duck Hunt win projectile wars. It's important to note that Duck Hunt has a very good grab. It's not slow and laggy like most zoners, and he has very good range, especially on his pivot grab. Duck Hunt also has pretty decent combos off of a grab at low percent, and of course Duck Hunt can get a lot of grabs thanks to the character's vast array of projectiles. So now that we've talked about Duck Hunt's strengths, I think it's important we talk about the character's weaknesses as well. One of Duck Hunt's major weaknesses is that the character just cannot kill. Although Duck Hunt's smash attacks kill very early, they're generally unreliable and laggy, which means that Duck Hunt almost always has to get the opponent to over 130-140% to kill them. Around that range is when up tilt becomes very powerful for killing, and with enough conditioning with Duck Hunt's powerful traps, it's easier than you'd think to land the move. Back air and up air are also very solid kill moves. And if you can't land those, there's always Duck Hunt's amazing edge guarding. With good spacing and proper use of projectiles to trap the opponent, Duck Hunt can actually reliably kill. Just don't expect to be killing too early. Kill power is still a weakness, but Duck Hunt mains have been getting better and better at finishing off the opponent. Duck Hunt's other major weakness is recovery. The up B doesn't go very high, doesn't have a hitbox, and is generally really slow. However, recovery isn't as big an issue for Duck Hunt as it might seem. Duck Hunt can either use the can or the gunman in order to stop a potential edgeguard. Up B is certainly a terrible move, but Duck Hunt's amazing projectiles allow Duck Hunt to recover much more safely than you might think. Remember to keep in mind that Duck Hunt can also wall jump. Oh, and knowing how to tech is also very important. Of course, Duck Hunt has some very tough matchups, but the Japanese Duck Hunt mains have been labbing them and finding out answers. After Brood and Raito were both taken out by Philip's Cloud, they said they would develop an attack plan to take down the character. A few weeks later, and U3 was actually able to eliminate his Cloud in a very tough matchup, one that seemed almost impossible. Basically, these players have a commitment to their character. Instead of complaining, they practice specific matchups and counterplay. This is how you push a character's meta. At this current stage of Smash 4, we really don't know who the best character is. No matter what character you play, you probably have some bad matchups. As there is no best character, and so many of the characters in this game are viable, it's very likely this game's meta will eventually become having several characters to counterpick with to cover all matchups. Alright, I'm getting a little off topic here, but anyways, I hope this video showed how Duck Hunt is actually a pretty good character. Duck Hunt requires a lot of work and is super spammy, so it's not surprising the character isn't popular. But top players have shown us that a good Duck Hunt is almost impossible to get in on, as in theory the Dogs Neutral game is one of the best. As players continue to optimize, the character can only get better. Almost every character in the game is viable right now, which leads me to ask, which characters do you guys think actually suck? At this point, I can only really think of 3 or so characters that really suck. I want to make another video in this series, but I don't have a good grasp on which characters people think are actually bad. So let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching.